Okay, is this on? Can you hear me? Geez, I need to moisturize. Oof. Am I on? Is this working? Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, despite the fact that we are all sequestered at home during this pandemic, it appears we have found a way for your jury duty to continue. Through this secure webinar, I'm calling Court Zoom trademark pending. So now you should be able to meet and deliberate until you come up with a verdict. Please refrain from leaving your room during deliberations, and let's not use those virtual backgrounds while we deliberate. It's cute at first, but it gets pretty old fast. Good? Thank you. Okay, well, now that the deliberations have begun, I just want to say on the record that this is a strange case. Maybe the most bizarre case I've ever had in my 30 years on the bench. Mr. Pleats is accused of abducting half a dozen cats from his neighbors, Brad and Shelley Lucas. And there's a lot of evidence against Mr. Pleats. A lot. Just so much evidence. So this really shouldn't take you very long. However, it's not my decision to make, it's yours. His fate is now in your hands. So good luck. And how do I sign off on this? Is this the...
Hello? I'm in the room. This is the Zoom room, yes? Hello? Camera is filthy. Needs major wax.
Okay, I'm in. Were you talking to me?
No, talk to my camera. It's disgusting. Has muck all over it.
Oh,
how do I look, okay? I feel like cabbage. Bad cabbage.
You look great.
Great? No, camera bad. And I also bad. Perhaps you cannot be trusted.
Hey, I'm here. If we haven't started, I may just sit quietly until we do. I'm kind of an introvert, and people always talk over me anyway.
Hello, are we doing this? If you hear me, this is a go. Testing, testing, testing.
Yeah, we hear you. Jeez, why is he saying testing like that?
He's just talking to his speaker. You know, like that Alexa thing that I got you? You put it... Wait, you never even opened it.
What do you need Alexa for? I know to play my records.
She does more than just play records, Franco. You never listen.
Wait, hold on. Did I miss something? 5 and 6. Are you two, like, married?
Yeah, it's this whole thing. I got the summons a few months ago, but then Franco over here sees it, and he goes all crazy. He goes, "Oh, Gia Marie, you can't do this without me." He gets very jealous. Anyway, the next thing I know, he's following me to court, and he somehow gets selected.
I know a guy. I gave him a thing, he gave me a thing, so here we are.
Okay, I'm in, I think. Am I in? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I hear everybody, just an FYI. And you all sound great.
Hello? Hello? I don't think this is working. I'm gonna try something else.
But I could hear you. Darn it. Well, she seemed nice.
Hey, are you guys all in? Are we ready to start? Who are we missing here?
Well, the foreman was here, but then she left. 12, 5, 6, and 2 are here. 8's here, and, oh, is that 9? Hi, 9. All we can see is your mouth.
9. Back up. That's gross. No one wants to see your mouth like that.
Oh, sorry. Is this better?
I mean, I guess. Still a weird way to sit, but it's better.
Oh, for goodness sake! Can we leave the Wi-Fi on the darn thing? The lag time is driving me insane!
Hey, okay, no need to yell. I'm not having any trouble with the Wi-Fi. Is anybody else?
Mine works.
I'm fine.
Good. Well, they you all like blurry blobs to me. This is awful. How can they make us do this from our homes? It's un-American.
Actually, I think this is the most American thing, one of the most American things you can do. Remember what the prosecutor said about it being our civic duty? I personally thought it was very moving. And did anyone else feel like when he spoke, it was like he was speaking just to you, and only you, and suddenly You weren't all alone in the world?
Nah, not really. I kind of missed all that, to be honest. The first week or so, I wasn't really paying attention. I work in PR, and I have this client who's kind of a huge celebrity, and she was kind of on TMZ recently for committing a felony, so work's been pretty crazy.
Hold the phone. You work for a celebrity? Oh, that's fun. I love a good gossip sesh. Who was it? Beyonce?
I really can't say.
Lady Gaga? I don't particularly like her, but I do like Bradley Cooper. I saw him in this movie once. I could look at him all day.
No, it wasn't Lady Gaga. I'm sorry. My lips are sealed.
Oh, I know. It's Beyonce.
No, I already said it wasn't Beyonce.
No, not that Beyonce. The other one, you know, with the head. She sing like ma ma ma, dance for the leader, ma ma ma, never disobey me, ma ma ma. You know, fun dance song.
I don't know what song you're singing, but no, it's not her.
Maybe I just need to sing again, but louder. Ma ma ma, dance for the leader.
No, listen. Hey, if everybody's here, can we just get started? I mean, is everybody here? Where's 4?
Sorry, I'm here. I just turned my camera off because I don't really care about any of this.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for being honest. Did the foreman ever come back?
Okay, I'm in. Am I? Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear
Yeah. Oh, great, it's working. Hi, everyone. Well, if everyone's here, we should start our deliberations. Yeah, good? Juror number 8, we're gonna get started. What is she doing?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was just thinking. Yeah, I'm in.
So this is kind of a crazy case, huh? Guy stealing cats. What is that? My very famous clients have done a lot of weird stuff, but not that weird.
It's fairly undocumented in the things I've read. Oh, boy, I do not feel good. Sorry, I just have some anxiety issues, and being quarantined has not helped them. Just start without me. I'm just gonna...
Okay. Well, if 2's okay, we really should get started. I mean, no one wants to be here all day, right? Sorry, I've been taking a few improv classes, and every once in a while I'll try out a new cookie character I do. But if you all think it's annoying, I can stop.
No, it's great. Don't you ever stop doing something you're passionate about, sweetheart. Whenever you have a funny voice to share, we'd love to hear it. Isn't that right, everyone?
Okay, great. That is so nice to hear. Anyway, we can do this a couple of ways. We can talk about the case first, or we can take a vote. Right at the tip top of it.
Let's just take a vote. Let's just see where everybody stands.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, Juror 4, we're not supposed to be on our phones, so can you just go ahead and put that away so we can get started?
Totes, I'm on it. I just have a post a few ups, and then I'm a very important influencer, so.
No way. I rep a lot of influencers. What's your handle?
I'm Betty-Box at Tang.
You're Betty Box? Holy cow. She is one of the preeminent unboxers on Instagram. She opens up boxes and, well, that's all she does. But last week she got over 10 million followers. She opened a few box of puppies and it got over 1 million views in a day.
Yeah, so this is actually a really good story. So I ordered all these puppies from Florida, and they came in this like really, really big box. And then I opened them, and they were so cute. And then 2 of them died, and that was really sad. But then I got some more views, and that was good. But then I got some death threats, and that really kind of sucked. But then this hot guy, he sent me a DM.
Listen, I don't want to hear any more of this. I get it. But for now, just put away your phone so we can vote.
All right, well, why don't we just do a show of hands vote? All of those voting guilty? Okay. And all of those voting not guilty?
What a darnation, eh? Oh man, I've got a life, Missy. You hear me? You will not not keep me from my Civil War reenactments. General Burnside will not be late to battle.
Listen, hey, calm down. Look, I think we can probably figure this out without yelling. Juror 8, you seriously think Donald Pleats is innocent?
No, not necessarily. I'm just not sure, and I think it's worth it to review at least some of the evidence. I mean, let's all remember, a man's life is at stake here.
Okay, no, just to be clear, a man's life is not at stake. Maybe his $500 fine, but not his life.
But in prison, 3 to 6 months can feel like a lifetime.
Okay.
How can you not be sure he guilty? We see so many things that say he guilty. So let's put him in cage, yes? Like dog, but for human.
Yeah, come on, buddy. He clearly did it. Let's vote guilty and get out of here. I've missed like 6 calls already.
Well, I'm sorry to be keeping you all here, but I think we owe it to Mr. Pleats to review at least some of the evidence.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt, right?
I guess.
I mean, come on, okay. Whatever, okay, let's review. Here's what we know. Donald Pleats is accused of stealing cats. He abducted 6 baby kittens in broad daylight from his neighbors, the Lucases, while they were hosting a yard sale. We know this because Brad Lucas videotaped him doing it right there from his yard. And there were 2 witnesses. The Lucas' neighbors, Abel Hurwitz, saw Donald Pleats stealing the cats. And then, 30 minutes later after the abduction, she witnessed Donald Pleats throwing the box of kittens over the fence in his backyard to get rid of the evidence. And then, on top of all that, he confessed to the crime himself on the witness stand. And that's more or less the case against Donald Pleats. Does everybody agree so far?
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, the case for Donald Pleats' innocence is, well, I'm not sure what his defense is because he was his own attorney. He called no witnesses, and his closing testimony was incoherent, scattered, confusing, and I would add offensive to women.
And to a few minorities as well. Remember his rant about Pearl Harbor?
I hear what you're all saying, but I don't know, to me, something just doesn't fit.
What?
God, stop!
Are you saying you believe his alibi? Because there is no way he was at the movies at 2 like he said he was. There's a time code on the video that says 2:05. Plus, a police officer went to his house half an hour later, caught him trying to get rid of the cats.
Okay, well, let's just talk about the police officer's testimony for a moment. Officer Jenkins arrived at Mr. Pleats' home at approximately 2:35. He knocked on the door 2 times, and then, citing reasonable suspicion, he entered the home, where he claims to have seen Mr. Pleats throwing the stolen cats over the fence in his backyard.
That sounds right to me.
And the abducted cats were never retrieved, right?
No, but that's probably because they all ran away.
Right. There are a number of explanations, that being one of them. Another one being that Mr. Pleats wasn't throwing cats at all.
What was he throwing then?
Oh, I don't know. It could have been anything that looks like a cat. Maybe he was throwing stuffed animals.
You think he threw stuffed animals over the fence? What if the police officer had noticed that the cats weren't real?
I don't know. I think you'd be surprised how realistic a stuffed animal can look. Here, I have a picture of one on my phone, but before I show you that, for comparison, let me show you a picture of a real cat. Yes, do we all agree this is a picture of a real cat? Wrong. That's a picture of a dead cat, stuffed and preserved for posterity.
Great, Foreman. You're in charge of playing.
Why tarnation?
Disgusting. I'm sorry. Why do you have a picture of that on your phone?
Because I'm a hobbyist, but also to prove a point. You said that the cats the officer saw could be nothing other than real alive cats, and yet I just showed you how realistic a taxidermy cat can look. When the officer saw the defendant throwing the cats over the fence, He only saw it for a few seconds. All I'm saying is that it's possible.
That's way too far. So, wait, you actually think it's possible that Donald Pleats was throwing taxidermied cats over his fence when the police arrived? Why would he do that? Why would anybody do that?
Look, this is an extraordinarily bizarre case, and I think there are a number of possibilities. Are you saying that it's impossible?
No, what I'm saying is I think you're wasting all of our time. I think you have some kind of weird fantasy about being a lawyer or something, and that we should just take another vote without you.
What? You can't do that.
Look, if even one other person votes not guilty, you can keep arguing. But I'm pretty sure that we all agree he is.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. Well, I think you're all making a big mistake. But if that's how all of you feel, well then, fine. Vote without me.
Okay, so if everyone is in agreement, then I suggest we proceed with another vote. So let's get to it. Perhaps this time a secret ballot would be best. So everyone send a private message to me with just the word guilty or not guilty. Okay, here they come. This is fun. Guilty, 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 guilty. Let's have a dozen guilties, that is.
Okay, can you quit with the voices and just read the votes?
Yes, of course, sorry. Guilty, 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 and not guilty. What?
Ah! Who did this, huh? I want to know. Who voted not guilty?
We agreed this would be an anonymous vote.
Poppycock, come on, you gotta be a man, huh? Show a little fuzz on your fists.
Fuzz on your fists. What is that? Is that something people say?
They do in my America, you Hollywood elitist. So shut it. Now I want to know. Who voted not guilty? Who?
I did.
What? Why?
Yeah, you've hardly said anything. Now all of a sudden you're Johnny has an opinion.
Oh, I've read that one. It's
That's
good.
awesome.
What am I thinking of?
Listen, I'm sorry to keep you all here, but I believe in this man. Because, hang on.
Buddy, you have to eat like that. It's
But
really
it's-
disturbing.
But it's my food!
I know, but it's disgusting. The way you eat is disgusting.
It's the only thing keeping me alive. That, and of course, the liquids.
Okay, calm down, Nine. Look, if we take time to convince you of Mr. Pleat's guilt, would you be willing to change your vote back to guilty?
Sure. Why not? I can be persuaded. How do you think I get a date for reading night every Sunday at the library? Because I can convince them. And I meant
Great,
that.
Foreman. You're in charge of playing the audio file, and y'all feel free to hit me up on Twitter if you want to talk. Murderfish. Bukudi out.
Okay, well, if everyone's ready, I will play the audio.
Hello, and welcome to the Lucas Family Yard Sale Extravaganza.
Oh God. Brad, can you put that stupid thing away and help me?
And the first item we have for sale is the litter of Miss Abigail Mumsy. Look at all the cute baby kittens.
And it looks like we have our first customer. It's Harold from down the block.
My name is Donald. Donald, please. I tell you this every time.
Oops, my bad, Don. Anywho, welcome to the art sale. Looking for anything in particular?
Maybe the chair and the way back there.
Chair? Honey, do we have a chair for sale back here?
No, we're not selling any chairs. I'll take a look, but hold on, is Harold taking Mumsy's kittens?
Harold, those cats are for sale. Where are you going?
He's running to his car. Oh my God, Brad, he's stealing the cats.
Harold! Harold, give us those kittens! Harold!
My name is Donald Please. I told you. My name is Donald Please.
Okay, 8, you the only person who has a problem with this evidence?
I may not have a problem with it. Just because I've had concerns about other elements of the case doesn't mean that I do now.
Well, good. Then we're all in agreement that this is definitive evidence of Donald Pleat's guilt.
No, not exactly. I said I may not have a problem with it. And as you know, saying may also implies the opposite. So
Okay, listen, just get on with it.
I would like to share a different video clip, if I may. It's from the 1994 classic Steven Spielberg blockbuster Jurassic Park.
No. Why would you show us that?
Because I want everyone to see how deceiving a video really can be. It's a short clip, and I've got it here on my phone. All I ask is that you pay close attention to the T-Rex in this video clip. Now, I don't expect you all to believe that the T-Rex you just saw was real.
No, it's too loud. Real life, it hiss. It's tricky that way.
Sure. But I would like to point out one thing. Steven Spielberg used 2 kinds of special effects to create the T-Rex in the clip that we just saw. Some of the shots were made using digital animation created by George Lucas's Industrial Light and Magic. The others were made with a life-size digital animatronic T-Rex. Now, the clip that we just saw was the life-size animatronic replica of a T-Rex with no digital effects. Do we all agree with that? I guess so. Wrong. The clip we just saw was a total digital rendering, and yet none of you could tell the difference.
What's your point? You know, I could. That's impressive. I'll admit, I'm impressed.
Well, if you think that's impressive, you should see what they can do with video games these days. I actually design independent video games and put them online for free. I haven't sold any yet, or no one's downloaded them, but 2021 is going to be my
No one wants to see your wild little beat boop game 7 ever. 8, what are you doing? What's the point of all this?
Yeah, I mean, are you saying that Donald Pleats in the cell phone video was a computer animated? I mean, if that's what you're suggesting, that's insane for so many reasons.
I have to agree. Rendering a lifelike human being is nearly impossible. And how would Donald Pleats have had the time or resources to do something like that?
Oh, I don't know. I guess you're right. I mean, to create something that realistic, why, you would need George Lucas himself to do it for you.
Yes, so we can all agree that that video was not.
Boom. A picture in the local Sampson County Reporter of the cat's owner's Brad Lucas with his cousin, George.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know. I didn't know Brad Lucas and George Lucas were cousins. I thought it was just a common last name.
Oh, you know what? I think I heard something about this. I read it out on Deadline. George Lucas said he wanted to do something new and exciting after he sold Lucasfilms to Disney. Maybe this is what he's doing in retirement.
Oh, yeah, you think that's what George Lucas has decided to do now? Really? He's framing his cousin's weird neighbor by animating him. Do you realize how stupid that sounds? Did you even hear what you just said?
Yeah, I did. Kind of. And I'm not sure I appreciate your tone. I'm allowed to have an opinion, same as you, smart girl. You're not better than me. I made $300K last year, and I can barely read. And Ariana says she thought that was cool because books are for losers. So there.
Jiminy Cricket, it's Ariana Grande. That's your client. Ugh, I love her. She's the best.
Just tell me one thing. In real life, is she nice?
Despite her recent run-in with the law and her likely manslaughter conviction, I'm happy to report she's very nice.
No.
Listen, can we just get back to the case? I mean, what about the eyewitnesses? Mr. and Mrs. Hurwitz, they both heard Mr. Pleat say,
My name is Donald Pleats.
while they were gardening in his backyard. And then by that time, Mr. Hurwitz walked from the backyard to the front yard, and he saw Mr. Pleats driving away in the car.
That's true. They both heard him say, okay, just, sorry, this happens sometimes when I speak in public. But my therapist said that this would be a good experience for me to try and do it. So I'm gonna try and push through. But it's hard. It's really hard. Oh God. Oh, I'm in hell! Why are you doing this? Just talk, you idiot! Come on, push through. Okay, I was just gonna say that the Hurwitzes heard him say, my name is Donald Pleats at the same time he said it in the video. Okay, I'm done. That's all I wanted to say.
Jeez, that was it.
Would
That
you
was a-
stop it, Franco?
That was a lot of buildup, you know.
You're a real lint licker sometimes, you know? Too, thank you for that. That was a very well thought out argument. Everyone, thank her for sharing.
Great job, All right, listen, let's just recap here. We all agree that the Hurwitz heard Donald Pleats say,
My name is Donald Pleats.
at exactly 2 o'clock, just like in the video, right?
Yeah, he looked at his watch and then walked from the backyard to the front yard. And that's when Mr. Hurwitz saw him drive away.
Do we have a diagram of the Hurwitz property?
No? Why?
Well, I'm just wondering how long it would take someone to walk all the way from the backyard to the front yard. Does anyone know where the house is located?
I think they said they lived in McKenna County, right off of Claremont, right?
Yeah, that's right. I got a cousin who just moved there. King House, very nice.
Do you remember the distance from the backyard to the front yard?
60 feet, give or take, and it's a track community, so the backyards are near identical.
So, okay, let's say that Mr. Hurwitz was in the very front of his backyard, and he probably didn't have to walk all that far before he saw Donald Pleats getting into his car. So, we could say he traveled maybe 10 feet. Would that be about fair?
More than fair, yeah.
What is the point?
The Hurwitz said that they heard a man say, my name is Donald Pleats. And by the time Mr. Hurwitz got to the front yard, he saw him driving away. According to the video, the time in which Mr. Pleats says, my name is Mr. Pleats, to the time that he was driving away was about 10 seconds, right?
That seems about right. Yeah.
Well, let's just see if the Hurwitzes were telling the truth. Let's test it. I think I can do it here in my room. It's about 10 feet from one side of this room to the other. If I walk to the other side and back, that will be about 20 feet. Why don't we just give it a try? All we need is someone to play Mrs. Hurwitz.
Oh, if no one else minds, I would love to do some role playing. I really think I could do a funny old woman.
Listen, do we really need somebody to play Mrs. Hurwitz? I mean, we're just trying to figure out how long it takes to walk 20 feet here.
It's important to get the details right. And in this case, Mr. Hurwitz had a little conversation with his wife before he leaves. Foreman, you would be perfect for the part of Mrs. Hurwitz. Why, we've all been so charmed by that kooky little British accent you've been doing all day.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. It's still a work in progress, but thank you.
All right, if we're ready, who's going to be the timekeeper?
Ford still has her cell phone. She could do it.
No, I can't. I'm watching this really long video about a baby monkey eating Cheerios, and it's like allergic to them or something, and he eats all these Cheerios, and then he pukes them up or something, and it's really funny, so I'm gonna finish it.
Listen, Ford, put your phone away. I already told you once.
No, I want to see if the monkey dies, okay? I'm gonna finish it.
I have a perfectly good watch, one with those hands, you know.
The kind of hand we need.
A second hand.
The kind of hand we need.
Second hand.
That works for me. So if we're all set, the foreman and I will do a little scene as the Hurwitz, and then when someone says, "My name is Donald Pleats," I will start walking. 9, let us know when you've set your timer. And yes.
Wait, what? Yes. Who's gonna say, "My name is Donald Pleats"? Okay, fine, I'll say it. Okay, my name is Donald Pleats. Now start walking.
Oh, Barbara, someone's yelling again. Always with the yelling. Well, I better go and see what all the ruckus is about.
No, Abel, you're not. Dr. Mayfield said you need to rest. You've been pushing yourself too hard lately. Please don't walk to the front yard.
Okay, should we just stop? Isn't 8 just supposed to walk across the room once I said, "My name is Donald Pleats"?
I'm trying to pay attention.
Yeah, I'm invested.
Hush. Oh, I hope it isn't the gangs, Abel. We left the city to get away from such nonsense. What if they followed us here?
Then we'll start a neighborhood watch. I'm tired of all the running from your parents, from the city. I want our last few years to be in one solid place. So I'm going to the front yard because I love you.
Oh, for the love of God!
What is the matter with you? He loves her.
It's sweet. Okay, darling. Here I go. And time. How long?
About 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Way longer than 10 seconds.
Mr. Hurwitz couldn't have possibly seen him drive away. Donald Pleats would have been long gone by the time he got there. He must have seen a different car. Or he was lying.
At the very least, it proves doubt.
What are you talking about? That was the most inaccurate reenactment I have ever seen. I mean, my God, how is everybody believing all this? Look, my room's about 10 feet wide. I'll show you how long it takes to walk across a room.
What is your problem? You just want to see this innocent man fry, don't you?
Look, he is not going to fry. Nobody even uses the electric chair anymore. And he's not getting the death penalty. Would you stop trying to sway these people?
You're just a sadist, aren't you? You just want to see people suffer, don't you? Don't you?
Hey, there's no need to yell. Why don't we just take another vote to see where things stand?
Fine, sure, but can everybody just stop and think for a minute before they vote this time? 8's argument makes no sense. If Donald Pleats was computer generated, then the Hurwitzes would not have heard anybody say, "My name is Donald Pleats," right?
Maybe the Hurwitz heard something, and maybe they didn't. Maybe Donald Pleats was computer generated in the video clip, and maybe he wasn't. All I'm saying is that there is doubt.
But is it reasonable doubt? Reasonable, that's the word. Is it reasonable to assume that Donald Pleats could have been a computer-generated rendering, made up by George Lucas in a conspiracy with his elderly Jewish neighbors to put him in jail?
You know what? It does sound kind of crazy whenever you put it like that.
They're cousins. The neighborhood hated him. I say it's possible. Let's do another vote. We're not going to get anywhere until we vote this out. And this time, let's say it out loud.
Oh, okay, sure. If everyone's fine with an oral vote, I'll start. Not guilty.
Oh, Foreman, delightful as always.
Guilty.
Guilty?
Like guilty.
Not guilty.
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 Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
That's 6 to 6.
Look, 12, do you even know what's going on here?
Yes. How dare? I see everything you say. I see old people walking with ridiculous accents. I see dinosaur. Wrong dinosaur, but it looked real. But the movie is no good. The movie is boring. Maybe if tigers in it, it'd be good. But no, no tigers. No, I vote no.
Look, this has all been pretty intense. Maybe we could use a break.
That is a good idea. We could all use some time to take a deep breath, check our emails. Personally, I've got a raid on Realms of Majesty that I need to check in on.
Wait. You play Realms of Majesty?
Do I wrong? Oh, I don't know. Go ask my Banthar avatar with a 99 spell strength.
You have a Banthar with a 99 spell strength? I didn't even know that was possible.
Okay, can we just stop with the sidebars? We're supposed to be talking about the case. And every time we get distracted, and 8 uses that time to manipulate all of you, and I'm tired of it.
I'm sorry. Are you accusing me of manipulating 7? Because that's insulting to both me and her.
Oh, you're insulted? Right, okay. So you actually like playing weird, nerdy video games that nobody's ever heard of?
Hey, Rom's not that weird. We play it at the office all the time. It's pretty fun. My avatar is a 6-foot dragon named Big Deal.
Ah, dragon. My ex-husband's name was Dragon. But he not like animal. He was small, like, what's the mouse you all watch so much? You know, the mouse. Cartoon mouse. With the park.
Ah, it's Mickey Mouse.
No, different mouse. I think his name is Fred Mouse. You know, he sings like, hello, I am Fred the Mouse. Welcome to my happy land of ride. Now it's time for you to die. Now it's time for you to die. Now it's time for you.
Okay. Listen, fine. Maybe I'm out of touch or something with video games, but can we just stay focused on this case, please?
Fine. Let's keep talking. I believe we all agree that the video evidence and the eyewitnesses were likely unreliable. Yes?
No, we did not all agree. Can somebody else please talk? I want to hear from one of you who is not juror 8.
Well, excuse me, but we all have the right to talk here.
I want everybody here to start talking for themselves before you start flapping your gums and filling their head with
Whoa! What the hey heck did you just say there, ma'am? You think you can just say something like that and it's A-okay? You think because of my feminine nature, I won't leap through this screen and rip that hair straight from your scalp?
Jean Marie, come on, you didn't
Oh,
know.
they act like they don't know, but they know. They always know. They think in this day and age, they can just insult the loose gum like that.
The loose gum?
Yeah, the loose gum. The Paladinos come from a long line of loose gum people. We carry this rare recessive genes. Like, our gums are so deformed that they literally flap out whenever we speak. My great-grandmother, Mary Palladino, came from a long line of this, from the old country, and she came to get a job, and they said she couldn't sew because her gums flapped around too much.
How would that get in the way of her
Exactly!
Listen, I'm sorry, I literally never have heard of loose gum being some kind of slur or stereotype of any kind, and never would have said that had I known. It's just an expression.
You never would have said it? You sound pretty sure of yourself.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But just last week, when Donald Pleats was on the stand, you leaned over to me and said, and I quote, "I wish he would just stop flapping his gums already."
Oh my God, that doesn't prove anything. I said I wouldn't have used the phrase if I'd have known it was offensive. Last week, I didn't know. So what does that prove?
Doubt. To me, it proves doubt.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, no it doesn't, and you, don't change your vote just because you're mad at me.
Oh, because all of us loose gum gypsies can't control our emotions, huh? Is that what you're saying?
And that's what I call doubt.
Listen, I'm gonna throttle you through this computer. You are turning this into a circus.
You guys, just shut up already. This is so stupid.
What's so stupid?
This, you guys, this is stupid. Who cares if Donald Pleats was a cartoon? He confessed already, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
So if he said he did it, then he did it. So let's just vote already and get this over with.
It's true, we completely forgot about the confession.
I guess I got so caught up in the dinosaurs and whatnot, I just blew right over.
Now wait a second. I'm sure there's an explanation for this.
He's got a point, Chief. Look, I'm no fan of big words McDougal over there, but he confessed. So yeah.
Okay, but hear me out. If he confessed, there wouldn't have been a big trial. If he confessed, then we all wouldn't be here, ergo, he didn't confess.
Okay, I know where you're gonna go with this. Let me guess. He didn't confess because he's really a ventriloquist, or there's a hidden speaker in the courtroom. What insano idea are you gonna push down everybody's throat this time?
I resent that implication, ma'am. We all deserve the right to a fair trial.
He had a fair trial. It lasted 2 weeks. What is your problem?
My problem is that I believe in justice. I never had a fair trial, so why can't Donald please get one? Sorry. That came out wrong.
No. What do you mean you never had a fair trial?
Yeah, buddy, what did you mean by that?
She meant she has like lawyer issues or something. She had a bad trial or whatever. Duh.
Is that true? You manipulated us because, what? You had a bad experience during a trial or something?
Hey, leave her alone. She's a powerful vanguard, my new best friend.
Hey, listen, just tell us. I knew this. So that way we can just put it behind us and go home. What happened to you?
A few years ago, I was working for the law firm of Putnam and Putnam. They're a big firm over in eastern Rhode Island. Well, they were in the middle of a big murder trial, and it was the day of closing arguments. The lead attorney for the defendant, Roland J. Putnam, he came down with the flu. So he asked me to do the closing arguments in his place, and I did. And I was good, man, was I good. The judge was crying. The jury was crying. Even the stenographer was crying. I was going to save our client's life, but then the jury deliberated, and apparently because of overwhelming evidence that our client was indeed very guilty, video evidence, audio tapes, eyewitnesses, etc., they sent him to prison for his whole life. Well, the very next day I was so distraught, I failed the bar exam, and I never set foot in a courtroom again. I still think about that poor man sitting in prison for the rest of his life. And I swore to myself that if I was ever on a jury, if I have ever had the chance to redeem myself, I would try harder. I would.
So all of this was to make up for a case that you lost when you were in law school.
Yes, I led you all astray. I'm so sorry. I so wanted Donald Pleats to be innocent that I manipulated all of you. I did it, and this is my confession. Or should I say, this may be my confession.
Wait, what?
No!
I've never even been to Rhode Island. I've never tried a criminal case. And my reasons for dropping out of law school had something more to do with the drug issue. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just witnessed was a confession. You really heard it, I really said it, and yet it was a complete fabrication.
I'm going to switch my vote. I'm so impressed with 8's arguments. And I'm so excited for us to play Realms of Majesty together on a semi-regular basis, I hope.
But what did this even prove? I mean, why would Donald Pleats falsely indict himself? Why?
I don't know. He was pretty weird.
Okay, not you two. You're the one who even brought up the confession.
I know, but I'm just so bored. I just want to get off this call. Come on. This is so boring.
So this is really happening? Everyone here is believing he was a computer generated, the neighbors are lying, he falsely confessed to his own crime because he's weird, defense?
We're just saying, it's possible.
Yeah, could be, couldn't be. All we're saying is it proves doubt.
Reasonable. Is it reasonable doubt?
It does. Now calm down.
Okay, that's it! I have had enough! I don't understand you people. You're gonna let this man walk free. We don't know what kind of man this Donald Pleats is. Collects dolls, watches PBS, eats with chopsticks, and then he uses said chopsticks to open his mail. He's a freak and he deserves to rot in prison. You all act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. I mean, look at you. Look at you! You, 7! You are disgusting!
Hey!
Your video games are disgusting! I've been on chat rooms, and I know what you really do on those things. It's disgusting. And you, 8, Mr. Lawyer, all your talking, your fancy argument. How's this for an argument? My business, thirsty thing happened. Oh, and let's not forget 9, old potato chip guy. It's not polite to enter a chat room. Some of us are on a diet, and it's not my cheat day today, so you're really messing with me. Then there's 11, Mr. I'm the best showbiz guy ever. Well, I don't care for the movies you produce. I'm not in that demographic. Bring back John Wayne. Juror 12. You honestly just confused me. I don't hate you. I don't like you, but I don't hate you. Kind of like the plant outside area. We should talk. I do from time to time, so. Sorry, what was I? I didn't know I'm in Hollywood and Russian lady. Right, I meant Foreman. Okay, so Foreman, you're an idiot. I hate you. Your accent works terrible. 2, you're a coward. Grow up already. 4, I am attracted to you, but you never look at me. Well, I will look at you in jail. And then there's 5 and 6, the happy couple. Oh, do I have a lot to say about you two? You are the worst of them all. You are so.
Hey, buddy. Before you say anything else, I'm just gonna warn you. You can say anything you want about me, but say anything about my wife, and I will knock your teeth in.
But
I knock your teeth in.
okay. Well, I think I made myself pretty clear. You're all worthless and stupid. But just remember, we have a civic duty to do right here. We can't just quit. We're Americans, and Americans never quit. So I say, on the count of 3, let's go down to that court and demand Donald Pleats go to jail. Hell, on the count of 3. Are you with me? 3, 2, 1, ah!
Are you done?
Yeah, fine. I was not guilty. I'm sorry for you. I did all I could.
What? Thanks a lot for nothing. You're a big help. What about you two? Are you still with me?
I don't know. I really just want to vote with the most people. Oh wait, they might be having another episode. Can everybody just not look at me?
Anyone else voting guilty?
You're all alone.
Well, I'm still voting guilty. I don't care.
And what are your arguments?
Oh, I don't know. The videotape, the eyewitnesses, the confession. They're still all my argument.
But we've proven reasonable doubt.
No, you haven't. Not reasonable. And we haven't proven anything. You're doing all the arguing.
Hey, you jerk. I said a couple of good things.
Yeah, I said things too.
We all said a lot, I think. I think I punched that guy's teeth in.
Heck yeah, you did. I talk about Frank Mouse, and I sing so many songs.
Come on, this is boring.
Yeah,
Let's just vote already. Kind of making everybody uncomfortable.
Do it, do it,
Come
do
on.
it, do it.
Kitty, stop it! I'm not changing my vote. I'm gonna make this a hung jury so Donald Pleats gets a new trial, okay?
Look, imagine you're right. What's the worst that could happen? Donald Pleats goes free, and he steals more cats.
Yeah, if he does it again, they'll just catch him. No big deal.
Okay, that's not the point.
3, look at them. You're not going to convince them.
Oh, fine, not guilty.
Finally! I think we deserve a break, yeah? Let's come back in 5 and finish this thing. Sound good?
God, I've got so many other.
I need to clean my
McDonald's.
Okay, is this off? Am I out? Dang it, why is this not working now? Oh, I give up.
Don't feel like a break, huh?
No, I was just thinking. See you in a few minutes.
And that's what I call justice.
course.